I don't know. Like, I'm gonna say something, and I know it's gonna sound bad, but like, I don't know. I didn't trust you guys.
In what like shape or form? And when?
Like you felt uneasy.
Did you think no one wanted you? No one wanted you around,
Nando,
and you said,
when?
"Hey,
You mean in
Nando,
New York?
come to New York City. Like, don't meet us in New York City. We're gonna relieve you stranded there. Like, what are you talking about?"
Like, I get what you're saying. If you mean that you felt like a little uneasy, like I feel uneasy every time I hang out with Ed these days. Just putting that out there. But I mean, but I mean, like at the end of the day, like every time, every time push comes to shove, like no matter like whether my skin's crawling around Ed or not, like he always comes through for me. Like if I need help with something, like Ed's a solid friend. And I mean, I think based on like the facts of what happened, like I don't think there's a reason for you to not trust us. I mean,
let me say something. No, just just excluding like the worst thing that could the worst thing that could happen. You show up and we're like, haha, we ditched you, and then you go back. But like, no, like me. Like, I feel like I've stuck my fucking neck out for you so many times, and that I was the person. Do you think Mike and Romeo were looking forward to inviting you? I feel like that's so just fucking mind-blowing to me, that I feel like I've stuck my neck out for you and been, like, so many times when, like, people have had issues or something like that, where I've come to you and been like, oh, dude, it's fine, or that you wanna, like, I feel like having an issue with someone and then moving past that issue and coming to a mutual understanding makes like the friendship stronger, you know? Like, I talked to Steve, I've told Armand about it. Steven and I are like really good friends again. Like, Steven and I made up a lot. And I feel like him and I are better friends right now than before we had issues. Because we came to new conclusions and understood each other. And I feel like you and I have done that so many times where we've come to understand certain things. But then, like, even after all that, even after, you know, I come immediately the first day, like, every single day where I'm trying to get you out, and then the whole puking thing happens. You spend the day at Romeo's house. Like, the entire day you stay at Romeo's house until you go home. And the next day, the fucking New Year's Eve shit happens. And the next day, I'm still trying to get you there. And, like, you can't extend the trust to me, like, once? And it's not even like shit was sarcastic. It didn't even sound sarcastic. I was messaging you. I was saying, Nando, you're coming, right? You're going to be here. We're at the fucking train station. Like, well, what joke or what haha moment is there to happen at a fucking train station or in New York when we're trying to get you there? And I'm like, not even like, I'm thinking about myself because I'm like angry about it. Like, I'm saying, me, Romeo, like fucking Romeo. You don't trust Romeo? I get it. Bro, Armand is weaselly. He has had a weasel reputation sometimes with you. And even if Armand was in the right, I get why you wouldn't trust him or something like that. I get why you're like, oh, I don't really trust Mike. I don't get not trusting Mike. I don't feel like Mike's ever been like a deceitful in any way. I get you not liking Mike, I guess. I don't get me at all, and I especially don't get fucking Romeo. Romeo's legitimately like everyone here has had issues with me, besides Gavin. And there was an entire fucking time, you remember, where any time like you would come up or you'd be in the Discord, I'd be like, ew, like I would have an issue with you until you know I started talking. Fucking Armand and I had issues where I've had issues with everyone. You notice that I've never had an issue with Romeo, like ever. Every fucking relationship, all the friends that I've had in my life that I've fucked up friendships with and shit like that, I've never had an issue with Romeo ever, because he has never given me a single reason to think that he's like not looking out for my well-being. He fucking let me he let me come to his house, stay in his house. Him and his fucking mob would get food for me, and like Romeo is my best friend. Romeo's been my best friend for a long time. Not only just because we get along and shit like that, but because he is genuinely like an amazing person. And for you to like completely betray that, I can, in some weird way, Nando, I could understand after you being like, oh, I don't trust you, to me being my friend. But like, I haven't understood why Romeo's so angry. But thinking about the fact that you didn't even trust him, Like, what one person you trust overrides that. Like, that should override that entire situation. If you're like, oh, Mike and Armand aren't, like, nice to me and shit like that, the fact that Romeo and I are inviting you should override that. And you know it should. You know that Romeo being part of this and inviting you should override that. Think about the positions you've put Romeo in the past couple years. And I get it. Sexuality and crushes, that shit's hard. That's hard to deal with. I've talked to you. I was talking to you the first time you told him. And shit like that. But you still do understand the positions you've put him in and the amount of vulnerability that you've shown Romeo, that he could have, like, very easily twisted or held against you constantly. That Armand would have at many points, and probably I would have at many points if I was in Romeo's position. And that he's literally he said, like, haha, fag. That's been the extent of his issues with you.
Can I just say that I'd like to change the word Weasley to shadowy for my description?
Like, please explain to me. Like, did you just not put Romeo into the conclusion, or did you genuinely not trust Romeo? Huh? So you did include Romeo in that? You thought Romeo was, like, sabotaging it? Or could be sabotaging it? Yes or no? Yeah, that shit, that's like fucking unforgivable, dog. Like, I don't know how you could ever, like, no, like, I don't know what to say.
I don't